Hi, welcome back to my devlog. This is Shona, and today, before we start getting into code and things, I just want to talk a bit about one of the most difficult bits of development that I've been finding, and that's figuring out when to put something aside and move on. One of the main features that I want for this game is the ability to work across multiple vertical levels the way Dwarf Fortress does. Much as I love RimWorld, I really miss being able to, dig out spaces underneath, build up towers, all of that sort of stuff. But by gods, it's hard. And I butted my head against this particular brick wall for 2.5 months maybe, going around in circles, looking up articles, trying different things, scrapping them, going back to the beginning again, and I just was not getting anywhere. It actually got to the point where I was doubting that I was going to be able to do this at all. Did I have the skills? And eventually I sat down and I thought about it, and I thought, this is standing in the way of me actually making any progress. So what I need to do is I need to put it aside, and I need to say, okay, version 0.1 of this game is going to be all on one level. And then I can go forward, I can do the things that I know work, I can start working on the actual game systems and make this into a game and not just a map generator. And hopefully then we'll get to the point where I can come back and I can start messing around with the multiple levels code again. And then that can be version, 0 point whatever. But it's really not an easy thing to do because I'd invested so much time, so much effort, so much thought. This was consuming me, all of my waking moments. It was getting into my dreams. And when it comes right down to it, I am a bit of a perfectionist. I like being able to worry away at a problem until I've solved it. And saying to myself, no, put it to one side. You can come back to it later. It's not that important. That was a difficult lesson to learn. And I'll admit, I don't know that I've fully learned it because I still find my mind drifting back to this problem occasionally. But I'm trying to have the discipline to not do that, to actually focus on the things that I'm currently building and just leave that one sitting off to one side, being a little bit ignored, in the knowledge that I will come back to it, just not yet. But it's something to think about for other people who are looking at developing any sort of software really, but especially games which have so many interlocking parts, is that if there's a part that's really doing your head in, it gets to the point where you just have to sit down and say, is this stopping me from getting anything else done? Is this something that I can work around for now and come back to later when I've got more of the rest of the structure in place? Because honestly, as satisfying as it is to solve a problem, if getting there is going to make you actually start questioning your skill and questioning whether or not you can finish the project, it's probably not worth it. And that's a hard thing to come to the conclusion of. I know that. But at the end of the day, I also know that doing it this way, I will have a finished game. It might not start out as the game that I'd envisaged, but it'll get there one day. So just some food for thought. And yeah, join me next week for more random musings. Bye.